The tech community is killing this iPhone. Let me explain. All right, let me just get this right out of the way. I'm not a tech YouTuber, I'm not a tech reviewer. I did review the iPhone SE 3 or 2022 edition. I'll link it right up there. But overall, I'm not a tech YouTuber. I shoot videos, I take photos, and I review photo gear and video gear, but no, I'm not a tech YouTuber. But I felt the need to make this video because I do think that the tech community is killing the iPhone 16e and soon to be the 17e, and I just don't understand why.
I'm an idiot! You're an idiot!
But I'm gonna make some coffee real quick and we'll jump into this. Head first. We'll dive in. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go grab the coffee. You wanna come with? And what I mean by the tech community is killing the iPhone 16e and soon to be 17e is for the sheer fact that they're telling everyone that they're bad iPhones. And I just don't think that's entirely the case. Do I think the iPhone 16e and 17e are the best iPhones in the entire lineup? No, they're budget iPhones. They're meant for people like me and a majority of people who just don't want the bells and whistles. You know, they just want to text, they want to scroll. They don't care that it doesn't have 60 hertz on the display. They don't care that there's a notch at the top.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They don't care that there's a single camera on the back, just as long as it takes good photos, which it does. It takes good photos. So that's what's bugging me with the tech community, is they're telling everyone that they're bad iPhones because they don't have those things. And that's just not the case. And that's kind of what happened with the iPhone SE 3 or 2022, as I stated earlier. In my opinion, that phone got so much hate because they were using an old design of an iPhone. And that's what people wanted in a budget phone and in a small phone. Because we don't have small phones anymore, and that just breaks my heart, you know? I miss those small phones. I found my, iPhone 4S the other day. If anyone has an iPhone 4S, sound off in the comments below, because that phone is just chef's kiss. I gotta finish my coffee. Let's address the elephant in the room with the 16e. It doesn't have MagSafe. I'll admit, I'm with you. That was the hugest omission from that phone. I don't understand why Apple did that. I just don't. I want a 16e, but it was killing me that it didn't have MagSafe, because you know what? I was actually gonna rock that phone without a case. And instead, I have a 16, just the 16. And you know what? I hate this iPhone. I hate it.
You.
Billy, we've already told me off. Let's move on.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Maybe it's just my model, but it's super buggy. It's not a great phone for me. And it's the first iPhone I've ever had that's been like that. So, for me, I do plan on getting the 17e if the rumors are true in the fact that it does have MagSafe. But we'll continue on with the video. So, what is the point of this video? The point is, I'm just letting the tech community know, please, stop with getting angry at Apple for just creating a budget phone. And I say budget, maybe I should put like quotes, air quotes, or an asterisk on it, because $599 isn't really a budget phone. In Apple's world, it is. And if you've been in Apple's world as long as I have, that is a budget iPhone. The iPhone SE 3 was $429. So, but everyone had to keep throwing their arms up and protest and angry the fact that it just was an outdated design. But that, again, was the whole point. And another thing with the 16E and soon to be 17E, what has me, I think, a little bit excited about those phones is the fact that they are, you know, throwing in Apple's modems. And I think that's why the 16E had such impressive battery life, was the fact that they're using their own modems. They're not having to constantly search for service. It's just having everything in-house truly helps the phone kind of stabilize, you know? And that is what Apple does really well. If they can take it and do it themselves and then implement their software and tweak it and fine tune it, it's gonna be a powerhouse. And it looks like the 16E is a powerhouse when it comes to battery life. And I do love some good battery life. So the 17E, I'm excited, I'm stoked. Now, one thing that I am curious about with the 17E, is it gonna have Dynamic Island? Everyone's just being like, Dynamic Island. I don't know, you know? I have it on my 16, I don't really care about it. I think it's kind of genius that they use software to kind of hide those cutouts with the Dynamic Island. That's definitely, that's cool. But I don't utilize Dynamic Island too much. And when I do, guess what? The phone is just too massive for my little dainty baby hands.
You remember me possibly as a man with small hands. Yeah, you think he had small hands. Do you remember that?
Yeah, sure, okay.
What you remember is false.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Big, masculine. My hands tell a story.
Gotta pull this little number, and it's just, yeah, you know? Seriously, I found my iPhone 4S the other day. Awesome. Just beautiful. Flush camera. Missed that. I'm looking at you, Google Pixel 10a, which everyone is also kind of like up in arms about that phone too. That's their budget one. Camera's flush, guys. Camera is flush. That's awesome to be back in that world. Just here to let you know, just stop, you know? Let us have it. Let us have the budget iPhone. Let us have the single camera. Let us have the 60 hertz. Let us have whatever Apple decides is okay for a budget iPhone. It's maybe what I'm saying. Maybe not entirely, because we did protest about the MagSafe, and I'm really hoping the 17E has MagSafe, because if it does, I will be having myself a 17E. Yes, I'm having cake in the morning. Because I'm an adult, and I can have what I want, like a budget iPhone. I'm choosing to have this. You can sound off in the comments below. Cake in the morning. All right, guys, well, that does it for me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe if you aren't already. Tap that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, shoot to create. Cheers.